Hey, Mesa!
Hey, Mr. Mesa here. You know, Taco Mesa has been a Costa Mesa institution for 25 years. It's won Best Taco in Orange County several times, opened up 4 locations, including 2 Taco Rosas. And I love this place so much, I've come here on my birthday. And today I get to meet with Chef Ivan Calderon to make a very special lunch. So let's go inside. Hi,
Hey, Mr. Mesa, how are you?
I'm doing great.
It's so good to see you.
It's so great to be here. You know I love your place.
Thank you.
And I know you're such a prominent figure in Costa Mesa. You're on the Costa Mesa Chamber of Commerce. You've received the Mayor's Award, but you also have a very special place in your heart for a local charity called Soy or Save Our Youth. So can you tell us what we're going to be doing for them today?
Absolutely. As you know, the soy kids are coming back from surf camp, which they're going to be very hungry, thanks to Volcom, who is sponsoring and chaperoning the kids today. So we're going to do a blackened chicken torta with grilled onion, avocado, lettuce, a little bit of chipotle mayonnaise on a Spanish roll for you. It's going to be delicious. We're also going to do our famous blackened chicken quesadilla, which won the best quesadilla in Orange County some years ago, which will be done with whole wheat, a blend of cheeses, pepper jack, Oaxaca. We're gonna do a blackened chicken breast with grilled onion, avocado, and tomato. Then we're gonna serve that with real sour cream and guacamole.
Oh my God, you're making me so hungry, you've got to stop. We just got to start cooking.
Wonderful,
All right,
let's get with
let's
it.
do it.
Let's get with it. Yeah, please come in. So what we're gonna do to start, we're gonna blacken the chicken breast.
Okay, I'm gonna apron up here.
Yeah, let's do it. I have a little bit of paprika with a little bit of Lari seasoning salt, a little bit of cumin, and some garlic. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on the griddle. I'm also gonna do the grilled onion. And then we're gonna put our quesadilla, tomatoes.
All right, so we've got the chicken going, we've got the onions going, quesadilla, the torta top. What's the next step for us?
Well, we're gonna wait till it cooks, the chicken cooks, so that we can flip it over. Then we're gonna cut it, we're gonna slide it in with a little bit of avocado and tomato, and then we're gonna close it up. And then we.
All right, now I have to ask you, why did you decide to open this location in Costa Mesa 25 years ago?
Well, as I was looking for a site, going over so many locations, Costa Mesa's beauty just couldn't get off of it. The beauty, the diversity,
right,
the density, all of the accessibility to all the shopping and all the places that you can go to. It's just a phenomenal place. I just couldn't pass it. And then we're going to put some sliced avocado, which I have right here. So we're going to make the torta. Little sliced avocado.
Now I have to say, Ivan, this doesn't look
Tomato.
like the stereotypical Mexican food where you've got refried beans and hard shell tacos, the Americanized version, if you will,
Yes, sir.
of what they think of Mexican food. Now, what led you to make such unique food here in Costa Mesa?
Well, it was what the consumers were asking for. I've been involved with restaurants for 21 years prior to me starting my own restaurant. So I was involved in consumer research. So all consumers were asking for more authentic food. They were asking for healthier foods. They were asking for just better Mexican food. So it was just it's just giving the consumer what they were asking for. Yeah.
And is this food that you were inspired to create because you were familiar with it growing up in Mexico as well?
Absolutely.
And what part did you grow up in?
Mexico City.
Okay.
Right at the heart of Mexico City. In fact, my first job as a young man was making tortas.
Was making tortas
Yeah,
in Mexico City?
In Mexico City.
How old were you?
At a place. I must have been about 12 years of age.
Oh my
12
goodness.
years of age, yeah.
So you've been making tortas now for what, only 20 years?
A little bit more like 40. a little bit more like 40. So this is going to be our torta for you.
Okay.
And yeah. Oops. Our torta sandwich. And then now we're going to do the quesadilla.
So I have a big question for you then.
Yes, sir.
Why have you ruined other Mexican food for me? I used to
Is
be
that right?
able to go anywhere, and now
Yeah.
I'm so picky because of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Let me put a little guacamole. And some sour cream.
All right.
And that's our quesadilla morenita for you.
How do you make your green salsa so addicting?
Well, we just put a lot of love and flavor to it. And make it traditional. Yes, yes.
If you told me the recipe, would you have to kill me?
Oh, no, no, not at all. We do different variations of green salsa, you know. You
Right,
can
the
have-
avocado one back there. If I don't bring it
Oh,
home
yeah.
extra, my wife kills me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll make sure to give you the recipe. No problem at all. It'll be an honor. Yes.
All right, great. So now the students at Soy, tell us about where they're coming from. Are they only just a couple of blocks away? What's their situation?
Well, we are catering to kids from the Mesa, Costa Mesa, Newport area. So we're actually appealing to all the kids in our neighborhood and the nearby neighborhoods.
Right.
And a lot of them are young that need a place to stay, need a place to hang, need some help, need some attention. And I'm telling you, they're just their faces when.
All right.
All right.
Okay. All right, so now we're at Soy, and I'm here with Eddie Iniestra and Silvio Rosales and my buddy Ivan. And, you know, we got the food served to the kids, but I'd love to take an opportunity and just talk about, first of all, how you guys both got involved with Soy.
Perfect. Well, I'll start. I actually got involved as a volunteer tutor. So when I was going to college, doing my undergrad at UCI, I became familiar with the organization and thought it was wonderful, you know, the things that they do for the students. So I started as a volunteered 2 years as a tutor, and then sort of progressed into a position.
And how about you, Eddie?
Well, I actually, I used to come to the center when I was younger, when I was going to Estancia. They didn't really have a lot of stuff that connected with me because I've always been a music guy, but all my friends came here, so I would always be hanging out, playing basketball in the back. And eventually, when I started DJing in high school, you know, I volunteered to DJ for them a couple of times. And, you know, I did that. I think the last time I volunteered was for like a Halloween dance that they had. And the director at the time just kind of saw the potential within the music thing, and they didn't have an arts and music program. So he spoke to me and asked me if I would be interested in starting an arts and music program, and the rest is history. Yeah.
How important is what you do for this community?
I think it's extremely important because there isn't any, as you can see, there's a lot of budget there had been a lot of budget cuts in high school, so there wasn't a lot of arts and music programs. So I think it's extremely important. It's always a great avenue to express what you feel inside. It's a great way to keep yourself motivated. So I think they just naturally get drawn to it, and I think it's extremely important since we don't have a lot of things to offer.
And I think also the age group, there's a lot of organizations and programs that help the younger students. And our target population is the youth, so the junior high and high school. And there's not a lot out there for them.
Yeah.
So I think we're essential to have in the community so that the kids in that age group have also programming and things to do in the community.
What would you say to people who might think about getting involved? How can you get involved?
Well, they can either visit our website or call us or stop by. We'd love to have volunteers work with our students if they have a specific skill, whether it be if they're fluent in a certain language or they know how to play an instrument that they love to teach our kids. We'd love to have as many volunteers as we can. It's always great to have them help the youth.
So you can set up any kind of program if you have someone willing to volunteer their time.
Yeah, if we have the volunteer that's committed and can put the time into whatever it is, whether it be the lesson or a program, then we're pretty flexible about even starting something new.
Right. Yeah, I think what Sylvia said, it really does take someone that's committed. You don't have to be committed like every day or every week, but if you just kind of put something together where you could present it to the youth and they could be drawn to it, you can definitely teach it. For example, you guys coming out here to shoot a video. If somebody's a video person, they can come in, hey, we can show you how to do a little video, and then we do that. So right now we have a couple volunteers. We're very grassroots when it comes to that. We're just open to anything. Obviously, as you can tell, we have a brand new facility, and we like to thank the New Mesa Unified for that. But we're very grassroots as far as how people get involved. So if someone has the time and they're willing to do it, we just invite them in, we talk to them, see what their interest is, and we get something going.
And I know you have a big fundraiser every April. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how you're involved with Ivan?
Yeah, definitely. Well, Ivan is also on our board, and he's been great. He's been providing the food for our fiesta for years, and I think for a lot of our donors, it's one of the highlights, as I know his food is amazing. Yeah. But we have a fundraiser here every year, and we invite an alum speaker to come and talk to them about their experience at Soy and where they're at now, and then just sort of to share with our donors everything great that we've done, not only with the kids and the members right now, but also with past students.
Yeah, I always tell people about the fiesta when the time comes around that, besides actually, being one of the biggest fundraisers we have, it's such a great night out. It really is. Like, we have food from Taco Mesa. We have open bar, basically. I mean,
that never hurts.
No,
it's a great celebration.
I am always honest with the people. I'm like, look, honestly, you go to the bar, you spend about $60 on drinks, and you don't get food. Why don't you come to the fiesta? We have some of the students that are involved right now. They perform, so they have a little. They're singing and dancing. You get to see what's going on in Costa Mesa, and you get some food and some drinks. And you get to see everything that we're doing. It's a great night.
And how important is it for you to keep the lights on that fundraiser? Having that every year.
It's, I think, a major part. Yeah. It's the only fundraiser that we usually have every year. So that's basically most of our income for the facility and for all our programming for the kids.
I guess our future donors get to experience live, what it does to the children that we serve. Mm-hmm. Because when they come to stage and they really present their story, it's really, really moving how grateful and how joyful they are after they've gone through all the programs and how they benefited from the programs that they get to see it live.
And this isn't just the people who are speaking, they've gone through an after-school program. In some cases, you've given them a scholarship to help go to college, and those are the kind of stories they're telling.
Correct.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. Correct.
And how many students have you helped move into higher education?
I don't have the exact number, but it's in the hundreds, probably over 1,000, yeah.
And how many students do you service at any one time here?
When we are on regular school session, so during the calendar year, and we're on peak season. I think on a daily basis we could see anywhere between 40 to 60, and we could service up to about 300-400 families a year.
Right. And there's a lot of different programming that we do throughout the year too. A lot of different things that we're involved with, including community service. And we also are able to provide the families with adopt a family during Christmas because of SOS. So there's a lot of things that we do to keep the families and the students involved. But yeah, I would say the same thing as Sylvia. On a good day, we have about 40 to 60, but usually we have anywhere from 200 to 300 registered.
And Eddie, I know that you do so many things here. You wear a ton of different hats. Can you list all the different
Oh man,
things you do here? Because the list is unbelievable.
well, if you're talking like program wise, well, I teach drumming to the students, which is great because drumming is one of those things where it's hard to do at home. First of all, because the drums are expensive. Second, because they're so loud.
Right.
So I opened the opportunity to teach drumming. I have a group DJ lesson. I have worked with kids that are more that show a lot of interest in rapping and writing lyrics, so I work with them as well as that. I was the soccer coach, but now I found a volunteer who's really committed and who's awesome. So now he kind of took over that, but I still kind of oversee the soccer program. I teach the basketball class. I teach the basketball program and coach for the games. I teach a breakdance class. I take care of the website at this point.
Surfing.
Surfing during summer. So I just,
And personal chauffeurs. Too.
Yeah.
We drive the kids everywhere.
Yeah, oh man, we've taken the kids to so many cool things. We also have other organizations that have helped us with that, like tickets, children.
Tickets for kids.
Tickets for Kids has been giving us stuff for, Cirque du Soleil. With my basketball kids, I've taken them to NBA games, and so we're always driving. We're always constantly doing something. So, that's some of the stuff that I do. But we always try to help each other out. So when I need to contact someone, and I can either tell Sylvia to do it or vice versa. So we all wear many hats here.
Yeah.
And how have you seen Costa Mesa change since you've been involved in soy?
Oh, well, I can speak, I guess, more on this subject because I did grow up in Costa Mesa, but I can definitely tell you that growing up in the 90s, it helped so much with the gangs. There was a lot of gang violence here in the schools and just in general. So soy being open, I think that was like the main focus, just to get the kids off the street, to get them to graduate and continue to college. So I saw it firsthand, just a big, difference. Like you would be able to come here to soy and you see, kind of like gang member looking guys working out or whatever, but they were super friendly. They were like, this is a new spot for us, like this is cool. And I met a lot of people. I mean, in fact, I was friends with, both sides, and it was, totally fine when it got to that point. So you could see how it definitely brought in a lot of positivity and a new direction for the youth. And because of that, I think it helped diminish that gang problem. And obviously we don't have that problem anymore. But now, we provide these great opportunities that the kids otherwise wouldn't have.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think even just, for example, one of our board members, I know he wouldn't have gone to college if it wasn't for soy. And he went to college and he spoke during his graduation and he's doing amazing things, and it's because of soy.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. That's fantastic.
So,
All right. I love to just catch the one with our arms up. Looking at the camera, saying Iheart Costa Mesa.
I heard
Wait,
Costa
wait,
Mesa.
okay, we'll go 1, 2, 3, beat, and then go 1, 2, 3. Iheart Costa Mesa.
Taco Mesa Soy. Scene 1, take 2. Marker.
So Sylvia, I know that aside from all the activities, you also stress academics at Soy. Can you tell me about some of the programs you offer?
yeah, definitely. So we do have an academic component where we have a homework center where students can come in after school hours for tutoring in any subject, whether it be math, science, from earth science to chemistry or physics. We also have Spanish, French, all the histories and things of that sort. In addition to that, we also do have a scholarship component. So students earn points for their grades, and that in essence, once they graduate high school, turns into a scholarship for college. And then within the time frame that they're in the program, we help them with college applications, with their FAFSA application, scholarships. We also do college trips and workshops that help them with those things, and also to navigate through the high school years.
And with these college trips, so they're looking at potential colleges that
Correct.
otherwise they wouldn't be able to tour?
Correct. So most of these students don't have the means to get out of Costa Mesa or Orange County, and so we provide that avenue for them. So we take them to schools all the way as far as San Francisco. So we've taken kids to Berkeley, to San Luis Obispo, and so forth. And actually, we have alumni who have come back and said, you know, the only reason that I even thought about that school was because of the soy trip. I never even really heard about it. I've never had the opportunity to visit it. And once I set foot in there, it became my dream school. And so I think that's really important for us to provide as well for our students in that academic program.
And for the academics that you do, the tutoring that you do, is that something that's not available at their high school, or do they just need some extra help?
I think for a lot of them, it's a supplement. You know, we are open later than the high school hours. So I know some of the schools have some tutoring, but usually until about 4 o'clock. We're open till 7, sometimes even later, depending on the students' needs. And so we provide that extra help for the students when there's no other resources around.
I'd like to thank Ivan, Taco Mesa, and the kids at Soy for such a wonderful day. You know, Costa Mesa is an amazing city. So get out there, see how you can get involved and make it even better.
Iheart Costa Mesa!